Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, it is a true honor and a heartfelt pleasure to welcome you to 15th anniversary celebration of the Public International Business College Mitrovica. Today is not only a celebration of time past, but of the values we upheld, the partnership we've built, and the countless achievements that have shaped our journey. Let us begin this special occasion by standing for the national anthem, followed by the university anthem. Thank you very much, the choir, for this performance. Before we move on into our speeches, we invite you to reflect on the journey of IBCM through a short documentary. This video highlights our college's founding vision, the challenges overcome, and the many accomplishments that define who we are today. Let us take a moment to look back at IBCM through the years.
Dear colleagues, students, alumni, and friends, today is the 15th anniversary of the IBCM College. The college, which for 15 years has consistently built a responsible and open, inclusive academic community with one clear purpose: to offer world-class, practice-oriented education that bridges communities and fuels regional growth. What began in 2 modest classrooms now spans 3 campuses, 6 accredited degree programs, and a vibrant network of partners at home and abroad. In that time, we have secured both international and national accreditation, launched and held many conferences, and co-led many projects and landmark initiatives such as the Kosovo Research Information System quiz, and led and partnered many projects in partnership with many of our valuable stakeholders. More than 500 staff and students exchanges have carried our expertise across 30 countries, while double degree pathways link Mitrovica with leading European institutions such as UCL in Denmark and Sapienza University of Rome in Italy. None of this would be possible without the passion of our faculty and staff, the curiosity of our students, and the support of partners near and far. Together, we have proven that education can build bridges, unlock opportunity, and light the way for a brighter future.
Back in March 2010, when Mitrovica was still healing its divides, an initial group of 120 pioneering students walked through the doors of the brand new International Business College Mitrovica. Born from a vision from the Kosovo government and backed by European donors, the college set out to unite communities through practical and internationally accredited education. With 2 modest classrooms and 1 bold idea, give young people the skills and the hope to build a better future. From its start as an internationally registered non-for-profit foundation in the Netherlands by Stichting Spark, IBCM steadily rooted itself in Kosovo, becoming in 2018 a locally registered non-for-profit foundation while holding fast to its founding vision, uniting communities through hands-on, high-quality, and internationally recognized education. That journey has been fueled by our unwavering donors, the Ministry of Education, Science, Technology and Innovation of Kosovo, the European Commission, the Swedish International Development Cooperation Agency, the Danish Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Netherlands Ministry of Development Corporation, and our main academic partner, University College Lillebælt from Denmark, whose support kept the doors of opportunity open for every student. In 2014, a purpose-built campus rose on the north bank of the Iber, while the Riverside Campus opened in South Mitrovica in 2016, a concrete symbol that learning knows no divides. Modern classrooms, vibrant labs, and welcoming common spaces replaced the 2 rented rooms of the early days, giving young people a safe, shared home for ideas to flourish. As the facilities grew, so did our community. What began with a handful of pioneers now counts hundreds of proud alumni contributing to Kosovo and internationally, and each autumn brings a fresh wave of new talent. Every lecture, project, and graduation still echoes at that original promise: to equip Kosovo's youth with the skills, confidence, and cross-cultural understanding to build a prosperous, peaceful future for the region. Our path has never been a straight line. When the COVID-19 pandemic emptied classrooms, we moved to every lecture online in just 1 week. When the floodwaters of January 2023 swept through Mitrovica, despite all the damages, through the support of its stakeholders, the Kosovo government, and our IBCM community, we were able to reopen the campus within a short time. Those trials forged a community that now looks forward with even greater purposes. In July 2023, a landmark vote in the Kosovo Assembly established IBCM as the country's first public college. Endorsed by both the government and the parliament, the change anchored our mission inside the national system, secured stable public funding, and signaled that cross-community, internationally accredited education is now recognized as a public good for every young person in Kosovo.
Publik ndërkombëtar të biznesit IBCM me Selin Mitrovici, institucion e arsimit të lartë, pas pothuajse 2 dekada të funksionimit si Kolegj Mitrovic, si njohur si IBCM, e i financuar nga donatorët huaj, por edhe nga buxheti i Kosovës, me qëllim të gjetjes së zgjidhjes së qëndrueshme.
Every day, 2 campuses hum with the energy of students who speak different languages but share the same ambition. From business management to environmental science, 6 bachelor and master programs across 3 faculties deliver EU-accredited curricula entirely in English, while lectures weave into local realities so lessons and ideas land close to home. Classrooms flip into workshops and simulations, and students learn based on problem, project, and research-based activities and internships to ensure that they accomplish our motto from theory to practice. Partnerships with universities in Denmark, Germany, Italy, Lithuania, and beyond unlock double degree paths and exchange semesters, giving many the chance to collect 2 diplomas and a suitcase full of international contacts before they're 25. It's no wonder that 9 out of 10 alumni land a job or master's studies within a year of graduation. In the lecture hall, the lab, and the field, IBCM students aren't just learning about the future, they're test driving it together. Beyond the lecture halls, IBCM is a constant hive of ideas. On a continuous basis, we hosted the Mitrovica Innovations and other conferences where participants pitch startups alongside researchers and civic leaders, presented innovations in the scientific community, and more. we have convened forums on clean energy, women in STEM, and most recently the Rector's Conference 2025, cementing Mitrovica's place on Kosovo's academic map. IBCM has also contributed to the reshaping of Kosovo's higher education landscape, co-leading the National Kosovo Research Information System, CRIS, pioneering EU-aligned teaching models through the Jean Monnet program, established innovation centers at nearly every public university via the T2P project, and setting the stage for an even more transformative initiatives to come in the future. To keep pushing boundaries, we dive into the externally funded projects. In the past 5 years alone, IBCM has led or partnered in over 25 EU-supported initiatives. IBCM was also the first higher education institution in Kosovo to be awarded an EU-funded regional structural Erasmus Plus project, leading a large local international consortium. Whether mapping e-learning futures across the Western Balkans or co-designing smart city prototypes, these projects turn our campuses into living laboratories and ensure that the knowledge created here echoes far beyond Mitrovica. Opportunity travels both ways. Through Erasmus Plus and partner schemes, since 2010, more than 500 students and staff have studied, taught, or trained abroad in exchange programs, while our 2 campuses have welcomed dozens of visiting scholars that turn classrooms into global roundtables. Those journeys are powered by a network of over 100 institutional partnerships and agreements in more than 30 countries, giving every program an international runway. As Kosovo's newest public higher education institution, we aim to increase our contribution to the Kosovo higher education system so that every student from Kosovo and beyond is given the opportunity to unlock their talent and passion while maintaining our original vision and mission for integrating ethnic communities through high-quality education. Looking ahead, we will scale our theory-to-practice model, project work, internships, real-world briefs into new campuses and partner colleges, helping drive the higher education reforms now unfolding across Kosovo and the region, and proving that hands-on, community-rooted learning can shape a stronger future for all. To the Ministry of Education, Science, Technology and Innovation, the European Commission, SIDA, the Netherlands Ministry of Development Cooperation, and to the hundreds of stakeholders and partners, thank you for standing with us through the floods, pandemics and breakthroughs. Together, we will keep building a future for Kosovo and its youth that it deserves.
Thank you for believing in this mission. Let us celebrate today and shape the next 15 years together. Happy anniversary.
Thank you very much. Dear Prime Minister, thank you for your presence. Mr. Albin, Kurti, welcome me on Producton. To officially open this ceremony with great warmth and respect, I invite the Rector of IBCM, Mrs. Mihone Kerolli Mustafa, for her welcoming speech.
Dear Honorable Prime Minister Kurti, Minister Nagavci, Ambassador Westerlund, Representative of Diplomatic Mission and Embassies in Kosovo, Professor Peci, Rector Bexheti, Rector Bunjaku, Rector Alishani, Vice Rectors, Professor Čurković and Professor Žmak from the University of Zagreb, Professor Ambrusevic from University of Applied Science in Lithuania, Academic Krasniqi, Chair of the National Science Program, Professor Limani, Mayor Atic, Mr. Del Place, Professor Popovci, representatives of public and private institutions, representatives of media, dear colleagues, students and IBCM friends. 15 years ago, the unique mission-driven higher education institution, International Business College Mitrovica, was founded in Mitrovica. What began 15 years ago as a pioneering project of many actors to build an all-inclusive society, promote reconciliation, education,
and economic development in a post-conflict setting has ever since grown into a respected higher education institution serving students from all communities. 15 years ago, Mitrovica was entering a new phase, marked by the transition of the entire social system, including higher education. Key local stakeholders in Kosovo have been developing the idea of establishing an international higher education of Kosovo. Actually, the institution in Mitrovica, and this idea started in 2006. But in 2008, the government of Kosovo formally requested international donors to support what was labeled a priority project at the Brussels Donors Conference following Kosovo's independence. In that period, Mitrovica lived through a different reality, depicted through occasional lethal incidents and barricades constantly present on the main streets between the north and south sides divided by the river Iber. Its citizens also felt division instantly, continually fearing and avoiding crossing the other side of the city. Life in Mitrovica and the region couldn't return to normal under this condition. So at that time, every effort to improve the situation was encouraged. One key idea was the use of education to address challenges, connect communities, and support the cross-community relations. In this case, the European Stability Initiative proposed transforming Mitrovica into a university town. And this is actually the vision that led the creation of the IBCM. Initially, the establishment of the college was financially supported by Ministry of Education, Science, Technology and Innovation, EU, International Development Agencies and SIDA, a Danish Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and the Ministry of Development Cooperation from the Netherlands. In return, the government made available on that time 1.5 million euros for the construction work of those campuses that we are here today and provided a written pledge on international donor to cover future operational costs. It further requested the International Organization Spark to manage IBCM on an interim basis until it becomes an independent international college. In 2021, we submitted a request to MESTI to resolve our financial and long-term sustainability status. After discussion and analysis with our partners, we presented funding and legal scenarios. On 18th of May 2002, the Ministry and Minister Nagavci established a working group to explore IBCM and to decide on the IBCM final statute. And they recommended transforming into public college statute. In July 2023, the Assembly of Kosovo officially made this recommendation on, and IBCM became the first public college in the country. This change secured our future and allowed access to the public funding, confirming our commitment to providing inclusive, high-quality education to all communities in Kosovo. IBCM has worked hard to support Kosovo's social and economic stability by offering practice-oriented education, also the business education, encouraging entrepreneurship and cross-community cooperation. Our theory-to-practice methodology prepares students with the modern skills that are job-ready and aligned with the local labor market demands. The fundamental focus areas include the environment, technology, business administration, agriculture, marketing and international sales, public administration, social work, psychology, and applied IT. The IBCM core values are based on the EU values of equal opportunity and improving access to education and employment for diverse students, making this inclusive and society relevant regardless of gender, ethnicity, language, age, and physical ability. In concluding my speech, I would like to thank you all for your consistent, systematic, and diverse collaboration. This is a special moment in the life of the IBCM community and an opportunity to be proud of the results we have achieved during these 15 years. To our staff and students, you have accomplished many wonderful things together. And at this time of celebration, I want to thank each of you. None of this would have been possible without your dedication, commitment, and embrace to our joint mission. Your efforts have made IBCM what is today, and I ensure that your efforts will be long remembered. I cannot conclude without thanking the government and the local authorities, the EU, previous donors, and other valuable stakeholders, and our partners in numerous national and international projects for a generous support we have received throughout all these years. To our government and to past donors, your support gave us funding, but it also gave us something more important, that is actually a new role in strengthening university academic autonomy and a model of transition and growth. That path is in fact what kept our standards high and our voice strong. Once again, on behalf of the college, thank you all for joining us today and your continued support and trust on us. Today, IBCM is a symbol of unity, opportunity, and forward thinking. We came far in these 15 years. And yes, I can say that we are very proud, but we are not done yet. And I would say that this is just the beginning. So thank you for believing in us, and happy anniversary to IBCM community.
Dear Rector, thank you very much for your speech. Now we will continue with another key voice in Kosovo's development and progress. The development of higher education in Kosovo owes much to visionary leadership and national support. One of the strongest advocates for education as a foundation for sustainable progress. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Albin Kurti, the Prime Minister of the Republic of Kosovo.
Well, I do have 3 hats, but as you can see here now, I actually have 4 of them, and they are all up in the air. And let me praise you for the slogan, from theory to practice. All during my adult life, I've been believing that there should be no theory without practice, but likewise, not any practice without theory. So if I look back to my activism, perhaps I would amend it slightly a bit by doubling it. From theory to practice, to theory to practice. In a sense, doing both in almost dialectical manner, practicing theory but also theorizing practice. Dear Ms. Nagavci, Minister of Education, Technology, and Science and Innovation, dear Mr. Jonas Westerlund, Swedish Ambassador to Kosovo, dear Erden Atic, Mayor of Municipality of North Mitrovica, dear Mr. Izmir Zeqiri, Mayor of Municipality of Zubin Potok, dear Mr. Oliver Budar, representative of the EU office in Kosovo, dear Rector, Professor Mihone Kerolli Mustafa, dear academics and researchers, professors and students, dear participants, ladies and gentlemen, learning is one of those organically human processes that never ceases. It forms an inextricable part of our daily life, be it within the family, at school, or in society, taking place in multiple forms, individually as well as through established systems. Educational institutions are centers of knowledge where learning happens in groups, fostering a beautiful sense of community and togetherness alongside the achievement of common goals. These are inalienable values as well as core principles on which we have built our policies in the sector of education and the overall development and emancipation of our citizens. The International Business College Mitrovica imbues these values and principles best. From its founding 15 years ago, today we bear witness to its accomplishments, all of which are the result of our relentless cooperation. Throughout our mandate, the Kosovo government has not spared support for this especially important institution. We proceeded based on careful review and analysis, following by tangible decision-making. By a government decision, since 2023, IBCM is entirely funded by the government of Kosovo through the Ministry of Education, guaranteeing quality continuation of the academic advancement of the student body. In fact, our government has already proven its determination to fully support the improvement of quality in higher education in all possible modalities. Lifting tuition fees for public university students, scholarships for students both in-house and abroad, new opportunities for study and research, as well as new networking platforms for universities are only a few of the specific actions we have taken during our governance. Naturally, our work will continue throughout the next term with intensified support and visible results. We are here today to mark the 15th anniversary of IBCM, a sui generis university center, for many reasons. Its mere geographic position, the composition of the student body, as well as the content of academic programs, both in Albanian and in English, bear testament to the fact that everyone is welcome here. Every student graduating from IBCM is well prepared for the labor market and for a good life in general. Quite to the point, in the early 20th century, the German philosopher Walter Benjamin would emphasize the link between education and the radical transformation of society, putting forth his vision of learning not as transmission of knowledge, but rather as thinking together of student and teacher. I see that this same concept is well ingrained in the spirit of your college, and that is highly admirable. Dear students, new horizons are opening up for you every day. I therefore encourage you all to use these opportunities well, every day, every year. Let us not forget that the developmental, academic, and geographical position of your college is an added value, bearing in mind that in Kosovo we work to create equal conditions for all citizens alike. Meanwhile, as the first public college in Kosovo, IBCM is a prime illustration of blazing new academic trails and an example of transformation from idea into reality of a project of key national significance. Throughout this academic journey, I assure you that the government of the Republic of Kosovo remains committed to support any creative initiatives you bring forth. We are permanently at the service of citizens because this is the only way we advance together, the only way our Kosovo makes progress. Congratulations on IBCM's 15th anniversary, and thank you very much.
We sincerely thank you, Prime Minister, for your speech. Because of the agenda of the Prime Minister, we will continue this ceremony without his presence, but join me thanking him for being part of IBCM's 15th anniversary. Thank you very much. Now we are privileged to hear from one of the most significant contributions to Kosovo's educational reform. The Ministry of Education has played a crucial role in reforming and modernizing Kosovo's educational landscape. It is my pleasure to invite to the stage the Minister of Education, Science, Technology and Innovation, Mrs. Arbërie Nagavci.
Të nderuar të pranishëm, e nderuar rektore e IBCM-it, profesoresh Mihone Kerolli, të nderuar rektori, nderuar rektor Ralishani, rektor Bunjaku, profesoresh, kryetare e Këshillit Kombëtar të Shkencës, i nderuar ambasadori suedis, profesor kryetar të komunave, të gjithë ju të pranishëm, të dashur student. Rreth 2 vite më parë, teksa po prezantoja në qeveri të Republikës së Kosovës propozim vendimin për themelimin e Kolegjit Publik Ndërkombëtar të Biznesit, IBCM, e pata vënë theksin tek qëndrueshmëria për një institucion të tillë. Sepse IBCM-i nuk është thjesht një institucion i arsimit të lartë që përgatit kuadro të kualifikuara. Ekzistenca e tij është një tregues i fuqishëm i përfaqësimit të barabartë të komuniteteve në Kosovë dhe dëshmi e respektit tonë për diversitetin si vlerë e shtuar në shoqërinë tonë. Sot, duke parë IBCM-in që po shënon 15 vite punë të suksesshme, kuptoj dhe besoj që bashkarisht ja kemi dalë në këtë mision. Natyrisht, kemi ende shumë punë përpara, por në një ditë si kjo, vlen të reflektojmë mbi rrugtimin e këtij institucioni, i cili ka nisur si një projekt i përbashkët me Bashkimin Evropian dhe që është mundësuar përfundimisht fal përkushtimit të gjithë bashkëpunëtorëve e finalizimit në shndrimin e tij në një institucion publik, të parin kolegj publik, përkushtimin e Qeverisë së Republikës së Kosovës dhe Ministrisë së Arsimit për këtë qëllim. Ky proces ka qenë tërësisht cilësor dhe transparent, ku kanë qenë të përfshira të gjitha palët, duke dhënë kontributin e tyre të vyer. Vendimi që IBCM-i të jetë kolegji i parë publik i financuar nga Qeveria e Republikës së Kosovës është një provë e zotimit tonë drejt përmirësimit të cilësisë në arsimin e lartë. Kjo shkon në të mirë të gjithë qytetarëve kosovar, pa dallim për katësinë e çfarëdo lloji. Mbi 5 milion euro mbështetje për IBCM-in deri në këtë vit e dëshmojnë më së miri për kushtimin tonë në këtë drejtim. Gjatë gjithë kësaj kohe, parim udhëheqës kemi pasur transparencën ligjore dhe akademike. Ashtu siç operon edhe Qeveria e Kosovës, po ashtu vepron edhe IBCM-i, duke u shërbyer të gjithë të rinjve e të rejave që duan të mësojnë e të kontribojnë në të mirën e Republikës së Kosovës. Me ofrimin e mësimit në gjuhën angleze dhe me diploma ndërkombëtare, IBCM-i ka të gjitha kushtet për programe cilësore dhe për fitimin e shkatësive praktike për secilin e secilin. Kjo garanton përvetësimin e dijeve teorike, por njëkohësisht edhe një punësim të sigurt pas diplomimit. Dhe këtu, sikurse edhe motoja e ngjarjes së sotme nga teoria në praktik, ndërlidhet më së miri edhe me modelin që e aplikon IBCM-i. Sa i përket Ministrisë së Arsimit në këtë mandat, politikat tona kanë qenë të orientuara drejt krijimit të kushteve optimale për studentët. Krahas lehtësimeve dhe mbështetjes për të gjithë studentët pa dallim, jemi fokusuar në mënyrë të veçantë tek disa grupe të caktuara që meritojnë një kujdes të shtuar. Kemi pasur në vëmendje të veçantë vajzat që studiojnë në fushat STEM, duke i mbështetur ato me bursa dhe mundësi rjetëzimi. Studentët e shkëlqyer në Kosovë dhe në universitete me renome botërore, po ashtu kanë pasur mbështetjen tonë të plotë. Studentët me nevoja ndryshe dhe kategoritë e tjera, duke promovuar po ashtu zgjerimin e hapësirave për ulëmtime shkencore, duke inkurajuar dhe realizuar projekte bashkëpunimi mes studentëve, jo vetëm në Kosovë, Shqipëri dhe vendet e rajonit, por edhe me mundësi studimore dhe ulëmtuese përmes Horizon Europe, Fulbright, Erasmus Mundus, Stipendium Hungaricum dhe të ngjashme. Kemi përkrahur mobilitetet studentore dhe akademike drejt Evropës dhe botës nëpërmes të rrugëve të ndryshme. Mëtej, kemi ngritur cilësinë në procesit të akreditimit për institucionet e arsimit të lartë, kemi miratuar programin kombëtar të shkencës 2023-2028 dhe politika e vendimet të tjera, të cilat na ndihmojnë që në angazhimin dhe synimin ton të përbashkët të arrijmë në avansimin e cilësisë në arsimin e lartë. Pra, premtimet i kemi kthyer në veprime e bashkarisht po punojmë në një ambient si që është Kosova, ku ka vend për të gjithë, duke krijuar kushte për secilin e secilin. Të nderuar pjesëmarrës, më lejoni që të falenderoj stafin e kolegjit IBCM për punën e palodhur dhe t'ju rikujtoj që jemi pranë jush dhe po ashtu falenderojmë përzemërsisht të gjithë partnerët bashkëpunëtorët ndërkombëtar, të cilët kanë dhënë një kontribut të çmuar që nga themelimi I IBCM-it e gjithë veprimtaria e puna e tyre ndër vite. Mirënjohje për Bashkimin Evropian, për SIDA-n suedeze, qeverinë e Holandës, qeverinë gjermane dhe të gjithë ata që kanë mundësuar që bashkërisht të jemi krenar për rezultatet e këtij institucioni. Për këtë, natyrisht, më së miri flasin rezultatet, mirënjohjet, shpërblimet dhe vërsimi I kontributeve që, si që jemi njëri, do të ndahen pas pak, por natyrisht, përveç këtyre shpërblimeve, vlen të vlerësohet, të njihet dhe të çmohet kontributi të gjithë atyre që për 15 vite e kanë bërë kolegjin IBCM një kolegj të suksesshëm. Urime të gjithëve dhe shumë suksese të reja.
Thank you, Minister Nagavci, for your speech. Let's turn now to a voice representing the strategic leadership behind IBCM's development. Please welcome the Chairman of the Steering Council, Mr. Bedri Peci.
Dear Minister of Education, Science and Technology and Innovation, Arbërie Nagavci, dear Deputy Ministers, Honorable Ambassadors, dear Mayors of Municipalities, dear representatives of Kosovo's Academy of Science and Arts, dear rectors and members of steering councils of Kosovo universities, dear former chairman and member of IBCM, Professor Stefan Diplace and Professor Dugajin Popovci, dear representatives from Kosovo Police, dear USA military officers from Bonstil, dear representatives of partner universities, honorable guests, respected colleagues, distinguished students. It is my great pleasure and honor to stand before you today as we celebrate the remarkable journey and ongoing transformation of IBCM. IBCM began its journey as a dedicated non-profit foundation committed from the very outset to excellence in higher education. Over the years, thanks to continuous efforts and commitment, we have witnessed IBCM evolve significantly, transitioning recently from its status as non-profit foundation to a fully fledged public higher education institution, ensuring sustainability and increased accessibility to quality higher education for future generations. I would like to take this opportunity to express our profound gratitude to Kosovo government for their unwavering support and help. Government decisive action is taking over, and sustaining IBCM demonstrates a clear commitment to advancing quality education and fostering an innovative learning environment. Thank you, Minister. Your continuous support, trust, and strategic partnerships have been instrumental in our journey and will remain vital to our future success. As we reflect upon our past achievements, we must also highlight the international perspective that has always distinguished IBCM through numerous partnerships, collaborations, and exchange programs extend across Europe and beyond. This global outlook equips our students with essential skills and perspective to thrive in a rapidly connected and interdependent world. Furthermore, a defining feature of IBCM has been its consistent role as a vibrant bridge between diverse local communities and ethnic groups. Through education, dialogue, and collaboration, our institution fosters mutual understanding, respect, and reconciliation. This commitment to unity and diversity has been fundamental to our mission and remains a cornerstone of our institutional identity. Today, we proudly mark this significant transformation. Let us reaffirm our collective dedication to quality education. I am confident that IBCM, with its unique mission and global outlook, through our hard work and your support, will continue to grow and evolve. delivering outstanding results across main strategic objectives: research, innovation, education, internationalization, and inclusivity. Together, we will continue building an institution that is not only academically exceptional, but socially transformative, shaping the leaders for tomorrow. I thank every one of you sincerely for your support, dedication, and commitment. Your contribution have been and will continue to be our legacy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Peci, for your speech. Through strategic support and consistent engagement, our donors and partners from Sweden have played a vital role in IBCM's growth and support. On behalf of donors, it is a great pleasure to welcome the Ambassador of Sweden and SIDA, His Excellency Jonas Westerlund.
Përshëndetje, Madam Rector, Madam Minister, all other rectors, mayors, representatives of the diplomatic community, participants, ladies and gentlemen. Madam Minister thanked all donors for all the support and that we should be immensely proud over our support. I can only but agree to this. I think we are immensely proud of the success story of the IBCM. It is not only a beacon for higher education, but also for inter-community cooperation. I was here in 1999 and I was here in the year 2000. I remember the French troops on the bridge of Mitrovica. I remember the tensions. I remember stones being thrown at the French troops standing on the bridge. It's difficult to describe the tense situation 25 years ago and 26 years ago if you were not here. That's also why we and the other donors wanted to support Kosovo, but also Mitrovica. The government in Stockholm is always asking, so we've been supporting Kosovo for 25 years. Can you show concrete examples? Because in development support, it's sometimes difficult to really show concrete success stories. But I think here is a success story that we can tell Stockholm and that other donors can tell Stockholm. So in 2008, 9 years after the war, we decided to support the establishment of this college. I've been briefed by some other colleges which are still working at the embassy. All the struggles in the beginning, as always, when you have a big infrastructure project, there are challenges. Someone just told me about the property issue here, the land issue here at the college in the beginning. Also some challenges when the North Campus was built as well. Quite a tense situation in North Mitrovica in the beginning, but we managed to persevere in that, and here we are in a very successful college with over 1,000 students. That is a really success story. I should just say that it's not only Sweden, of course. It's been Sweden, Denmark, Switzerland, UK, Netherlands, and the Dutch NGO Spark, who implemented together, of course, with the college this successful project. I understand that France is also very much involved in the continued support to the college. When it comes to the success story, I understand that more than 90% of the graduates find employment or pursue a master studies afterwards. That's an extremely high figure in comparison to at least universities in Sweden. So that you should be proud of. I understand that you're working very much with the private sector. I think it's important to have the nexus between the private sector, state agencies, and universities. That's an important way forward. Madam Rector mentioned the exchange programs. That's extremely important as well. I think we need to look into some exchange programs with Swedish universities as well. So we need to sit down and... We have. Which universities is this? Okay, Linnaeus, okay, good. I'm glad to hear that. Good. Let me end with just two examples. When I was 19, I studied at the National University in Singapore, a country that was first part of Malaysia, but then a few years after some turmoil, wanted to become independent. They have no national resources whatsoever, but they decided to focus on education. And that is why they are probably one of the most successful nations when it comes to building up their economy. They focus on education. The other story, I mentioned this a few times before, is that is the question, why is northern Italy more economic sustainable than southern Italy? And why is North America more sustainable than South America when it comes to both the economic development and you can add political development as well to that? A lot of studies has been made on this, and then lots of answers to this question, but the key question is really education and civil society. So I think I would just commend Kosovo for their strong focus on education and wish you all the best, and I'm very happy to have been part of the 15th anniversary of this college. Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear Ambassador Westerlund. Because of her agenda, we have to leave Minister, and thank you very much for your presence. Regional cooperation is essential to advancement of higher education, as it fosters shared learning, exchange, innovation across the borders. Professor Abdylmenaf Bexheti, as the Rector of Southeast European University, today joins us to deliver remarks on behalf of rectors from the region. Please join Mr. Professor Bexheti on the stage for his speech.
Thank you, dear participants, Your Excellency, Sweden Ambassador, representative of diplomatics missions in Republic of Kosovo, të nderuar pjesëmarrës, kolegë, rektor, student dhe gjithë përfaqësues të institucioneve tjera që jeni këtu. Një kënaqësi të veçantë të përcjell përshëndetjet nga Universiteti i Europës Juglindore të 5.000 studentëve andej komunitetit akademik për që përgëzuar dhe përruar në këtë jubilar 15 vjeçar me gjitha sukseset që i keni arritur, e ndëruara rektore profesorish Kerolli, u jeli ka pas fatin që të bashkëpunoj drejt për së drejt me IBCM-in edhe në projekte shkencore, për pos mbështetjeve tjera reale, dhe për këtë jemi shumë falënderues, sepse në një mënyrë apo tjetër janë modele shumë të ngjashme mbase pas një tregimi të suksesshëm të Universitetit të Europës Juglindore, i etabluar 24 vite më parë, mendoj se IBCM ka qenë një përsëritje e atij modeli paksa më në miniatur, por vinë duke u bërë gjithnjë e më i rëndësishëm në këtë aspekt. Andaj dëshiroj dhe shpresoj që do vazhdoj procesi bashkëpunimit edhe më intenziv, sepse ne kemi shumë nevojë në aspekt regional, jemi tregje shumë të vogla për të fragmentuar atë shumë dhe posaçërisht për të replikuar në programe të ngjashme studimore. Në kushte ku kemi nevojë të krijojmë qendra të ekselencës në këto regione që me resurset tona të limituara ne nuk mund të jemi ekselent në gjitha fushat. Bile nuk mund të jemi ekselent në disa fusha. Dhe duhet të orientohemi që specializimet tona, por edhe me interdisciplinaritetin për të zhvilluar ato programe, ato projekte në cilët ne jemi më të përgatitur. Ne kemi pas fatin dhe kemi fatin që të kemi rjet shumë të zhvilluar ndërkombëtar, edhe sot e kësaj dite bordi i të besuarve, our board of trustees, is led by the president Klaus Totterman from Kiel University, dhe në këta aspekt kemi mbështetjen e madhe për pjesëmarrje në projekte të financuara nga Komisioni Evropian. Jemi universiteti vetëm për momentin shqiptar në region, ku jemi pjesë e aleancave të universiteteve evropiane mbi 28 sosh. Dhe në aleancën tonë, që është EU Challenge, pra me 8 universitetet tjera nga Polonia, Letonia e deri te Franca e Zvicra, është edhe Universiteti Evropës Juglindore, një projekt shumë specifik, shumë kompleks, ku në qendër të objektivit ka të ashtu quajtur aspektet e digitalizimit dhe ngritjen digitale për afrimin digital të lidhjeve digitale të universiteteve. Dhe shikoni tani Evropa krijon aleanca. Nga 7-8 universitete janë 28 aleanca për ta kriju sinergjin dhe për t'i optimizu resurset në arsimin e lartë. Ndërkohë që trendet në region tek ne, spaku në Maqedoni bile është të tepruar për nga tregu, për nga masia, për nga resurset, ne shkojmë duke u fragmentuar. Pra, Evropa shkon duke krijuar sinergjin, duke përafruar, duke u bashkuar, se përndryshe nuk mund të garoj në kompeticion me fuqitë e mëdha globale. Nëse Marja dhe Pierre Curie bashkohet me Sorbonën, a ne i kemi fragmentuar tej mase institucionet tona me gjitha limitimet, sepse na pëlqen dyqysh që jemi më mirë i pari i fshatit se sa i dyti i qytetit. Pa e elaboruar më shumë, edhe njëherë ju përcjell përshëndetjet tona dhe përgëzime edhe në përvjetore tjera, me suksese edhe më të mëdha, me atë dëshirë që të jemi pjesë e bashkëpunimit më interaktiv në krijimin dhe optimizimin dhe krijimin e sinergjisë regionale të universiteteve apo institucioneve të arsimit lartë. Faleminderit shumë.
Thank you, Professor Bexheti, for your speech. As we reflect on the journey of IBCM, it is clear that the support we've received have been essential to our growth. Over past 15 years, we've been fortunate to have the unwavering backing of our dedicated donors and partners who shared our mission and have been with us in every step of the way. At this time, we invite you to watch the video of the message of congratulations.
Today is a significant day for Public International Business College in Mitrovica. Today we celebrate the 15th anniversary of IBCM. IBCM today is identified with excellence in higher education, diversity and integration into the international academic community through numerous partnerships, memberships and exchange programs. The diversity of IBCM staff and students is an added and unique value. We succeed to create and save diversity, and together we will advance in the future. Gratitude and heartfelt thanks to all those who have supported us throughout these years and to whom our success is dedicated, such as the government of the Republic of Kosovo, which in March 2023 made the decision to transform IBCM, countries and international institutions, as well management, staff and students of IBCM. Cheers and congrats to all of you 15th anniversary of IBCM.
Të dashur student, të nderuar profesor, staf, ambasador, partner dhe miq të Kolegjit Publik Ndërkombëtar të Biznesit në Mitrovic. Urime 15 vjetorin e punës suaj. Jam e lumtur që gjatë këtij mandati kemi arritur që këtij kolegji publik t'i ofrojmë mbështetje afatgjatë, që është një arritje e jashtëzakonshme. Që nga fillimi i punës son ka qenë në vëmendje të Ministrisë së Arsimit, Andaj dhe iniciua mbështetjen afatgjatë të IBCM-it, institucion I cili ka luajtur një rol të rëndësishëm në zhvillimin e arsimit të lartë në Kosovë. Me propozim të Ministrisë së Arsimit, qeveria miratoi transformimin e IBCM-it nga fondacioni jo fitimprurës në kolegjin e parë publik në vend. Më pas u miratua edhe nga Kuvendi I Kosovës, duke I hapur kështu rrugë zhvillimit të më të tjeshëm të institucionit. Sot, IBCM-i operon në 2 kampuse dhe ka 3 fakultete, të cilat ofrojnë programe të studimit në nivelin bachelor dhe master të akredituara ndërkombëtarisht, duke ofruar arsim të standardeve evropiane në gjuhën angleze. Me financimin e plotë të kolegjit nga Ministria, ne kemi siguruar që studentët të kenë qasje në një arsim cilësor dhe të orientuar drejt tregut të punës. Në këtë vit jubilar, IBCM-i vazhdon të kontribojë në avancimin e arsimit të lartë të bazuar në praktikat më të mira dhe në ndërtimin e bashkëpunimit ndëretnik në rajon. Kështu duke pozicionuar atë si një model të suksesshëm të arsimit të lartë në Kosovë dhe rajon. Urime 15 vjetori I punës IBCM.
Congratulations to the Public International Business College Mitrovica on 15 years of achievement in higher education in Kosovo. Since its founding in 2010, the European Union has proudly supported IBCM's journey. From 2018 to 2023, the European Union became the sole founder of the college's entire operations, ensuring IBCM could continue delivering quality education, supporting students, and running both its North and South campuses. Thanks to this commitment, IBCM grew stronger, welcomed students from all communities, and continued its unique model of unity and inclusion. Through programs like Erasmus Plus and Horizon, we funded over 20 development and academic projects at IBCM, with 12 still active today, focusing on innovation, employability, and excellence in education. IBCM's impact goes beyond education, from community outreach and public events to the building partnerships and dialogue across communities. IBCM reflects core EU values: education, peace, opportunity, and inclusiveness. We celebrate your journey and remain committed to your future. Happy anniversary.
Congratulations to IBCM on your 15th anniversary. We are so proud that you are still going strong, and IBCM has a special place in our hearts at Spark because it was one of the first places where we started programming and where we started with young people to develop their skills and entrepreneurship. So congratulations, and we hope many more years to come.
Sweden was one of the first donors to establish the college in Mitrovica. We are very happy with the outcome. It's been over 15 years since its foundation. It's really about an EU integration project in order to integrate Kosovo and the educational system into the European Union in the future. But it is also a cross-ethnic collaboration between North Mitrovica and South Mitrovica in order to have trust building among the communities. It also provides jobs in Mitrovica. It also provides a better understanding among all the ethnic communities, the importance of education. I think above all, it is a European Union project in order to integrate Kosovo into the EU structures. Thank you.
Magnifique Rector Professor Mihone Kerolli, distinguished colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Rector of Sapienza University of Rome, Professor Antonella Polimeni, it is with great pleasure and a deep sense of esteem that I extend our warmest greetings on the occasion of the 15th anniversary of the establishment of the Public International Business College at Mitrovica, IBCM. This milestone offers not only an opportunity for celebration, but also a moment of reflection on the journey that the IBCM has undertaken and on the shared path of collaboration that our institutions have built over the years. Once again, congratulations on your 15th anniversary. May this occasion mark not only celebration of past achievements, but also the beginning of new, promising chapters in our shared academic journey. Thank you.
Dear colleagues, dear friends at IBCM, on behalf of the University of Zagreb, Faculty of Mechanical Engineering and Naval Architecture, it's my great pleasure to congratulate you on this remarkable milestone, 15 years of excellence in education and international collaboration. Over the years, IBCM has played a vital role in shaping future professionals and fostering strong academic partnerships. Your commitment to innovation and quality education is deeply inspiring. Congratulations and best wishes once again. I look forward to our future cooperation. Thank you.
Dear IBCM community, it is my great pleasure to extend my heartfelt congratulations on your 15th anniversary. Polish University has an extensive network of international and regional partners, but IBCM holds a special place for us. We share many common values, such as promoting education and research of high relevance for the local and European market, provide not only theoretical knowledge, but also practical competencies and skills, enhance knowledge transfer and innovation activities, as well as promote inclusivity and diversity. During these years, you have shown remarkable institutional resilience. We look forward to continuing and intensifying our cooperation for many years to come. So, happy birthday.
Congratulations on your 15th anniversary, IBCM from UCL Denmark. My name is Lena Moe Petersen and I'm head of the Department of Social Work.
And my name is Heather Johansson and I am the Interfaculty International Coordinator at UCL. Congratulations to you all. UCL has enjoyed working with you from the start.
Yes.
And with staff and student exchanges, it's been a pleasure to work in that way. We're enjoying a capacity building project with you and partners in the Western Balkans. Thank you for your cooperation. We look forward to working with you for many years.
Thank you very much. We now move on to the most meaningful moment of today's ceremony. This appreciation ceremony honors the donors, staff, and students whose exceptional commitment and contribution left a lasting impact on IBCM's journey. At this time, I would like to invite the Rector Mihone Kerolli Mustafa and the Professor Bedri Peci to the stage. We begin by honoring the ex-chair of IBCM Board of Directors, Mr. Stefan Del Place, for its visionary leadership and dedication to success.
Stefan, thank you very much. It was a pleasure, and your contribution had a big impact in our institution. So thank you also for coming from Brussels today, and it's a pleasure actually on behalf of the previous board. So thank you very much for everything that we have done.
Of course, I feel I'm not the only one standing here from the original board, although I'm the only one who is physically present, apart from Mr. Dukajin, who from the local community. I remember now that as a board, we were, I think in total 5 persons who at some point were the international members, Janos Bogardi, Regitze Christensen, Harry Tuamola, Michael Hörig, and Daniela, and Professor Dukajin. Yeah? Thank you very much.
We We also recognize the French Embassy for their crucial role in shaping the current steering council structure and their ongoing collaboration with French universities, which has greatly enriched our academic environment.
We also value the role of Greece in our steering committee.
So Greece is part of us. Thank you very much for support us.
Thank you very much. Congratulations for 15 years of impressive achievements in a dynamic and excellent institution that has campuses in both banks of the rivers. Allow me to take a few seconds to present my colleague Louis Bogibo. He is a French expert in the field of energy, seconded to the Kosovo government, but he is also a very experienced teacher, professor in one of the best French university, and he has been elected to the board of IBCM very recently, and he will be here to develop our cooperation. And we, the embassy, are of course very much eager and ready to further and enhance our cooperation, exchange students, cooperation with French universities, and study visits. Thank you very much.
We would like to honor as well the members of IBCM Status Working Group nominated by the Ministry of Education, Science, Technology and Innovation for their dedicated efforts and valuable contribution to the development of IBCM. Mr. Agran Haidare.
Thank you very much, dear Rector, dear Chairman, dear colleagues and representatives of different institutions. It is a pleasure for me to have this gratitude today. We have been working together, and I'm very happy that we are celebrating the 15th anniversary of IBCM. Thank you all.
Now we turn our attention to the dedicated staff members who have contributed to IBCM for more than a decade. Their unwavering commitment has been instrumental in the success and growth of this institution. We are honored to recognize Mrs. Arieta Mehmete. Professor Dugajen Abdyle.
Dear guests, representatives of embassies, public institutions, private sector, colleagues, dear Rector, students, the most beloved from all the categories that I mentioned, it is really an honor that in a special day to have such a recognition and to be in the path of IBCM, which not only fulfills the motto from theory to practice, but is also a leading institution that prevails human rights, democracy, and rule of law, which are the three polar stars of our vision. And that aligns as well with the state in which we are living. Thank you.
Now our dear Professor Ekrem Gjokaj. Halit Hayrize. Natasha Saljevic. Academic Feyzullah Krasniqi for contribution on supplying the library with books and supporting us. Finally, we turn to our exceptional students whose hard work and dedication have set them apart. We proudly invite them to the stage to receive their well-deserved certificates as a true reflection of their commitment. Fortes Pretene, Erlinda Shola, Amel Adzeme, Adel Mislime, Vlera Muloko, Uvejsa Roma, Albonita Uka, Esra Kushumlia, Adisa Ades Osmane. Çviç dilini me ranë, që ku është Albin, mi ka është brasës të ti. Vetë që tash ja urojnë. Dira së damë prishë, që shrieni ratë i të përsërish. Që vesh t'i këshyre me ranë, Amel Azimi. Adel Meslime. Dira Muloko. Albonita Uka. As our official program comes to a close, I would like to thank every one of you for being part of this meaningful day. This celebration of the 15 years is not an end, but a continuation of our shared journey. With your continued support, IBCM will move forward stronger, wiser, and more connected than ever. Thank you and happy 15th anniversary. You are now warmly invited to join us for a cocktail reception. Thank you.